Hello there, and welcome back to Building with the Boys. We've now got issue 3 of Fanhome's Build the Infinity Gauntlet. We've got 3, 4, 5, and 6. We can start with 3. It's an exciting one, this one.
Yes.
Because what do we get in this one, Oz?
The Time Stone?
The Time Stone. So this goes on the thumb, if I'm right. Is that right?
Yeah, it does go on the thumb.
This goes on the thumb. So in this one, we'll be building, moving away from the actual main glove for this issue. We're focusing on the Time Stone, which is going to look, the thumb on this thing's ridiculous. Honestly, man, it looks like a Swiss roll. It's huge. It's absolutely nuts. But it's cool that we got 3 stones already, but I reckon it's going to be a long time till we see any more stones.
Probably.
I think they're giving you stones early, but I reckon probably the last issue will be one of the final stones. I don't think we're going to get any more stones for a long time, but we'll see. I know that in France, around, I think about issue 35, they've had no more stones. So I'm not expecting any more stones for a while, put it that way. But there's not, I mean, again, there's the nature of this. We kind of knew going in that there was going to be loads to do, didn't we, in each one?
Yeah.
So this has got a lot more to do in it than some of the other issues. We got one coming up really short, but we'll come to that. We will be talking about our heroes and villains as well, won't we?
Yes.
So the last one we did our 50th hero, who was
Gambit.
and we did our 50th villain, who was
Craven.
In this one, we'll be focusing on our 48th villain, and we'll be talking about him at the end of this one. If you haven't yet, please remember to like, and what else they need to do?
Subscribe.
Subscribe helps channel massively, and we really appreciate your support. And we just like having you all around. We love hearing from them, don't we?
Yeah, it's fun.
We get some cool stuff. We get some cool photos sent through. We get some cool videos, and we love hearing from you. So if you want to contact us, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. But further ado, let's crack this one open and let's get the Time Stone built. Okay, so here's everything you get with stage 3. This, I mean, look at the size of that. That's the outside of the thumb. That's ridiculous. I mean, look at my thumb compared to this one. Unfortunately, we're missing the Time Stone. We're gonna have to call someone. So that's a problem, that we don't actually have the Time Stone, which would suggest that Doctor Strange or Benedict Cumberbatch has still got it. So I've got an idea of how we can get it from him. Have you got your phone with you?
Yeah, here's my phone.
I'll give him a call.
It's number.
Okay. It's ringing.
Yeah.
Hello, can I speak to Dr. Stephen Strange, please? Yeah, I can hold. Put him on hold.
On hold. Probably saving the world at the moment.
Yeah, he probably is. Strange, hello. Yeah, it's Scott, Build with the Boys, and with Oscar. We're actually building Infinity Gauntlet at the moment, and we're missing the Time Stone, so I believe you've got it. He does, he's still got it. That's good news.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need that Time Stone. So how do I get it from you? A challenge? Yeah, I can do that. That's easy enough. So if I can name something that you can't do, you'll give me the Time Stone. And I'm not coming to get it. You need to make it appear in Oscar's hands. Yeah? So anything at all. If I can name something that the Sorcerer Supreme, greatest sorcerer in the world, cannot do, you'll give us the Time Stone. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you 3 shots at this. Make that fair? Yeah, okay, right. Say the word penguin. No, I'm serious. Say the word penguin. Go on, take your first shot at it. Nope, you said penguin. Okay, go on, take another shot. Nope, you said pingling. Go on, one more try at it. Nope, that's penglang. So, I'll take the stone, please.
Whoa.
Hey! Well, that was easy. Let's go on with the build. Okay, so now we've got a Time Stone. If that's just confused the hell out of you, I advise you all to go and YouTube search Benedict Cumberbatch Penguin and laugh your asses off. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be building, similar to what we did in the last one. We're going to be mounting the electrics into here, adding the stone, and then building the thumb casing, which is going to go on the outside. And this is going to look massive. I mean, I can't believe that's just the side of the bloody thumb. Look at the size of it, Oz. That's ridiculous.
What kind of species is Thanos?
I don't know. It's humongous. But let's get into this. Okay, so this is the piece we're going to be using to begin with. And we are going to take our circuit board over here. and facing that way down with the switch at the top to the narrower point. That's going to fit in here like so. I'm going to pop that down. So the lug there. Now we're going to put 2 screws in here and here. And those are, they just call these screw 1, which makes me think we're going to be using 1 set of screws through this. Possibly not, but we're going to put 2 screws in. So we're putting 1 screw in this side. Let's get that one down. So that's 1. Now 1 more. And this side here. Now they did give you batteries for this. I know there was some and ahhing at the last one where people were saying they didn't get all of the batteries they needed. That they were shy 3 batteries. They didn't get the batteries for the what's the Yellowstone Oz?
The Mind.
The Mind Stone. A lot of people said they didn't get the batteries for the Mind Stone. I did. I got 2 packs of batteries. So I know Fanhome were telling some of you, no, you only get 1 pack. I got 2 packs of batteries, I promise you. So that's that screwed in. Right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have the springs and the stone itself and close this up, seal this unit up. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add springs, and the springs are going to fit over here, like so, and here. So that's our 2 springs in place. And then taking our recently acquired time stone, this is going to fit in. Really? I can't even see how this goes, you know. I can't.
The spring touches the circle, doesn't it?
I guess it goes in there. I think that's right. I think that's right.
I don't know.
I don't know. That can't be right. That can't be right.
Should you put it in like the right?
Yeah, definitely. But I think what we need to do, I think we need to work on this piece and put this stone in here. So I think we get the stone the right way around in here, which is that way. I think when we attach it to here, yeah, it's got a lot. It will definitely line up if we do it this way. So putting those springs over there and there, this should line up. He says, he hopes. There we go.
Yay.
So now we're lined up. So now we should have, we do. There we go. So that will move. That's how we want that. So now we are going to screw this into place. 3 more screws. So we get those ready and we get those put in. Now those, I will be going into metal, so we're going to use 3 in 1. Okay, so just a touch of 3 in 1 all on the screw. So we're going to try and get 1 in to hold to begin with. There we go, it's 1. I've got 2 more to go there and there. I can't get over how big this glove's going to be. It's still...
It's massive.
It's ridiculous.
I know I keep saying I'm going to wear it on my head, but it might be too heavy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the... It might be a neck breaker.
It's so
honestly, I'm actually... It's one of those things where I'm blown away by just how big this glove is. Because this is going to be an absolute monster. But it's going to look stunning when it's done. All that gold and the lights and the detail. It's going to look amazing.
I like the gold on the gauntlet. I think it makes the gauntlet stand out a lot.
Big time. Okay, so that is that section complete for now. We've got some detailing to add to the back of this. So what we need to do is we have these parts here.
Oh, yeah, them.
And here, we remember these from the last one, don't we? So those are going to sit in like so and like so. It's to reduce the kind of the area of this magnet. We're going to screw in 4 screws to hold those together. So I'm just going to get that done. So that's all those screwed in. Now what we're going to do is going to add our batteries. So here we go. Here's the batteries they sent us.
Little buttons.
Little button cells. We get these open and we get these popped in. And then we're going to screw the back on. But yeah, as I said, I mean, a lot of people saying I only got 1 pack of batteries. Well, I didn't. I'm telling you, I got 2. So it is a bit dirty that they're saying, no, we only sent 1. That's just not true. Plus, they've said they're providing batteries for everything, so they should have provided you with the batteries. I mean, they're not hard to come by, but again, you should have just had them. You should have just had them. That's the way it is.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen these types of batteries.
Oh God, we've got bloody hundreds of these anyway. But we'll use the ones they've sent.
I swear the first time we got them was when Jack got like the little moon orb thing in the back.
Probably. Right, I've just had a flash there so I can see that is working. So we're going to pop this over here like so. Slot that one in there, drop that one down there. And then we're going to put 1 screw in this to screw this in, and then we'll take a look to see if it's working. Okay, so we've got that one screwed closed now. We're going to take a look at the time stone doing its thing. There we go. So it lights up beautifully. These are really bright, these lights.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I don't know. I mean, just to really, they're really bright though. But, okay, looking good. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to start sealing this unit up. So, on the back of this one here, this way round, we're going to take this thumb piece. The thumb setting, this is called.
The thumb setting?
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be like the top where the nail is? Or?
It's that way round. And it's going to...
Huh?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Right, hold on. Wrong piece. I'm talking nonsense, Oz. Right, so we're using this piece. And it's going in here. So this piece of the thumb set in here, this is where this is going to go. And it's going to go...
Like that?
What the bloody hell? Right, let's try that again. It's just not lining up. I can see where there we go. Right, now we're in business. That's how we go. Okay, so that on there, like that. Bloody hell. See, I'm an expert at this. Right, so we're going to get that screwed in. So that's that one screwed in, and it's looking good. So what we're going to do next is we are going to take the part that we've made with the time stone in it, and this is going to fit to the outside here, like that way round.
I thought it would go the opposite way in.
No, and it's going to fit in there. Then we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here, and then this one will be complete. So let's get that done. Okay, so we've got that one screwed in now. That's all in place, and this is how we're looking. And wow. And Oscar pointed out with this one, what does this look like, Oz?
The Eye of Agamotto.
It does look like the Eye of Agamotto. So that's but I mean, this is just part of the thumb, which is ridiculous. But this is looking gorgeous, and there it is lit up, and wow.
I mean, I'm sure this guy specifically designed it for someone.
Now, what I will say with this one is what I am noticing early doors is there's going to be light bleed along here and here. Oh. So we are going to sort that out. We're going to block that up. We'll wait until we actually fit it, but I can see that bleeding onto the rest of the glove, and that ain't happening. So I will block all of that up. So we're not going to have any light bleed coming from this at all. It's easily done. But that is all there is to do in stage 3. But my God, this is heavy. This is really heavy, and that's just part of the thumb. That's ridiculous, but this is looking...
Heavy for a thumb.
This is looking amazing. Let's have a chat. So that's issue 3 done, and...
Yeah, it was...
Hold it up. Look at the size of that already, and that's the size of his face. Look at the size of this bloody thing. It's massive. This is just part... I mean, this is huge. This is huge. Look, I mean, again, it's just part of the thumb. So when that... Can I wear it? No! There's literally no way you could wear this. You could maybe break your wrist trying.
The stone is like the size of my eye.
It's amazing. That's really nice, and this is going to be a thing to behold. It really is. This is going to be huge. If you just stick around for the build instructions, thank you for stopping by. If you are joining us on our journey through Marvel's 50 greatest villains, 50 greatest heroes, we are now on villain 48. And who are we talking about, Oz?
That was villain 49.
Villain 49. Who are we talking about, Oz?
The villain Arcade.
Arcade. It's this guy. So that's Arcade. Tell me about Arcade.
So Arcade is a villain that relies on technology. He's kind of like Jigsaw from the Saw films.
That is a good example. He is kind of like Jigsaw from the Saw movies. He's essentially a paid assassin.
Yeah, he
Arcade.
is.
So he worked his way up the ranks to become kind of like one of the greatest hitmen in the world. And at the time, he was getting $1 million a hit. I'm sure that's gone up now. But he is, classically, he's an X-Men villain. But I don't think he started as that, did he?
No, he first appeared in the Team Up comics, issue 1, January 1978, where Spider-Man and Captain Britain were working together to take him down.
Yeah, and he has a thing called Murder World.
Yeah, Murder World. He puts the heroes in there and like studies their fighting types, but he always gives them a chance to escape.
Yeah, that's the thing with him as well. This is why there is definitely a similarity between him and Jigsaw from the Saw movies, because there is always a small chance of escape, so you can get out. You always have that chance of survival, which makes him unique as an assassin, because it's not like he doesn't guarantee he's going to kill them.
No.
He will test them to the kind of the ultimate degree. But Murder World's always very kind of crazy coloured and theme parky and robots and things like that, and it's very sort of brightly coloured.
He likes to kill his victims in like an amusement park.
Yeah, it's got a very twisted kind of. I mean, if you're fans of DC, sort of like Joker, that kind of thing. But
Mad Hatter.
Yeah, Mad Hatter, that kind of vibe going on with it. Now, if you're only really into Marvel with the movies, you won't know who Arcade is. No. But I think it's kind of a travesty that they've not put him in an X-Men movie or put him in a movie, because he is a bloody good villain. He's a very good villain.
Yeah.
And I think a very theatrical villain. So for the movies, I think it'd be great. And the one thing I was kind of hoping they do, as a fan of the X-Men for years, it always kind of annoyed me that we never got to see them in their traditional outfits. We never got to see Wolverine in the cowl. We never got to see the yellow visor of Cyclops. We never got to see them in their full kind of comic book style. Now, I know they were going for realism, but I think if you've had Arcade as a villain, you could justify Arcade having them in those costumes. So you could have paid lip service to the fans, and they could have been like, these are goofy, but they're in Arcade's Murder World, and he's put them in those outfits to kind of duel to the death. I think we could have done it, and you could have paid lip service to the fans, and we could have seen those outfits, because in those costumes, because it's ridiculous that Hugh Jackman's made, what is it, like 12 appearances of Wolverine, never once put the cowl on, which is insane. I'm hearing he's going to do it in Deadpool, which, again, I mean, Deadpool's bordering on being parody movies, which is kind of annoying. That's the first and probably only time you're going to see him in the cowl, but I'm hoping when the MCU properly introduce the X-Men,
I mean, they should.
That we get the outfits. We should get the outfits. There's no reason why we can't. I mean, if you're having all the other goofy stuff to go, we can't put him in a cowl, it looks stupid. Why?
I mean, you have Spider-Man in his costume. That's
exactly, that's goofy. All those costumes are bloody goofy. So no, I want to see them in the cowl, and I think Arcade would be a great villain. I think he would. Arcade would be a fantastic villain for any Marvel movie. I don't think it has to be X-Men, because he has floated around and he has clashed with Spider-Man and Daredevil and a lot of them. So he's just a twisted, and he's got a very mysterious backstory as well, Arcade. They've never really fully got into it. All we know is that he is worth a lot of money.
He killed his
father and inherited all his money. But then there's some question of where he's from. So in one version of that story, he's from Florida. In another version of that story, he's from Texas. And he's always portrayed as this kind of horrible Weasley, almost like a kid.
Yeah.
And he's a great villain. He's a really good villain, but he's an underrated villain. So he doesn't have the grandeur of a Doctor Doom or a Doctor Octopus or a Green Goblin, but you're going to have a good story. Arcade stories were always really good, and it would be really nice to see him in a movie.
Yeah, I first heard of Arcade when I was like 6, 7 years old. I used to watch Ultimate Spider-Man as a show, and there was this episode where he was the villain, and he got like Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Captain America, and his like twisted games, and it's like, it was really interesting. So
if they put Arcade in the movie, who's going to play him?
Oh, some ginger.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran would be perfect.
Ed Sheeran. Rupert Grint, the kid who was Ron Weasley.
Yes.
I can see it. I can see it. Make it happen. Make it happen, Marvel. Arcade in a movie. It don't matter. It don't matter what movie you could literally put. He could be the villain of any movie, and it works. I mean, even Blade was in a thing with Arcade at one point.
Was he?
Yeah. So Blade got trapped inside a giant claw machine by Arcade. So it's
That must be scary.
I know. So it's like it's he was kind of the go-to guy to take down your villains, and he's a hell of a character, and I think he's deserving to be in our top 50.
Yeah, he does deserve.
Absolutely. We apologise for the noise outside. Someone's decided that this is the optimum time to start jet washing their patio. That's all from us. We will be back very, very soon for issue 4 of Build the Infinity Gauntlet. We'll be moving on to the back of the palm, and we'll be mounting properly the stone in that one. And we will also be talking about our 49th hero, and it's a good one. So be tuned for that. Please remember to like and subscribe in a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And we will see you next time. Say goodbye, Els.
Bye.
Bye-bye.